Hello everyone, welcome to another episode, actually a continuation of an episode of the Magic Arena Run. So we've gotten 2 wins out of Historic Sack. So far we've actually managed to survive against Mono White and even stolen a win with Hidetsugu's Second Rite. I could not believe it either, but we'll see how well we do with the rest of the games. Now if I run against the more traditional historic decks, it really depends. If our opponent does nothing for the first 3 turns and I don't keep one of those dumb hands, it should be fine. In fact, I probably should be mulliganing even more aggressively. Just having three or more lands is not enough. In fact, maybe having too many lands is a bad idea. Sure, Castle Lockwayne might be a thing. So, again, so many individual factors to help you consider. Game 1 is always going to be the craziest. So let's see, this is not keepable by any means. Yeah, so having these guys forces us to mulligan even more often than we probably should. That said, I guess I can cut these and replace them with Goblin Ruin Blasters off the sideboard if I'm going to be playing. Okay, this is much more keepable. I might actually just skip the Firebrand. No, because I need it in combination with the Midnight Reaper. What would I skip? Croxa? No, just skip a mountain. Knock on wood. Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, it's not mountain. It should have been swamp. Now our opponent's going to cast Hot Erasure, and we're going to be in real... Oh, doesn't cast Hot Erasure. I could just cast Croxa. Actually, need to be careful. This could be Syncopate mana. Syncopate's very good again. Oh, wait. Syncopate this. Let's see what he actually has. Oh, okay, good. He's just drawing. So if our opponent doesn't add... Well, we have to be careful. Our opponent might have... So I'm just going to swing with 1 and pass. Because I don't know how... If this is a real control deck, there's a Cry of the Carnarium coming in. Okay, it's Esper. Opponent's still opting his way. I guess I can just cast Midnight Reaper. Because we really need to start drawing cards. Let's see if our opponent could just play Teferi and bounce. So, nugs us a bit for time. I will just replay Midnight. Mayhem Devil is for when we have reasonable targets to hit our opponent with, or... Opponent's really loving their tablet, so yep, the predicted Teferi. He's definitely bouncing Midnight Reaper. He gets kind of more mana tempo out of it. Got ourselves an oven at least. Actually, play oven. And now here's the tutorial. You have to press Control or Shift. Is it Shift Control? Yeah, Shift Control. You want to hold full control because we are gonna want to sacrifice. We're gonna want to sacrifice Crocs to get our 2 food tokens. Okay, and then I can turn it off now. Then resolve everything. So 2 food tokens hit our opponent's hand. Takes out the Kaya's Rat, so this is definitely traditional. Again, we save this one. We're a few cards away, but I can just... So we actually have options here, but... If I draw another land, Mayhem Devil might not be such a bad idea because I can sack... Okay, oh no. Mastermind's Acquisition. Thank goodness he's only searching library, so that's probably a rat effect in the library, I guess. So I'm definitely playing Midnight Reaper. Opponent might wait for me to play out my entire board. 6 mana. Ashiok, Nightmare Muse.
The regrets of the dead.
I can ping the tokens.
Terror lurks among us.
Yeah, I can ping the tokens and hit Ashiok. And play Cauldron Familiar to do so. And the card 2, so that's important. Got ourselves a Ghost Rider, that's for later. Play Cauldron Familiar. I guess I can play Fanatical Firebrand now. Sack. Ping this. Then extra damage goes here. Actually, I should have sent both extra damage here because... Okay, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2... Okay, so it's still manageable. Oh wait, I can snipe it.
You must be subdued.
I cannot understand what Ashiok's saying.
I sense you.
So, let's be honest, we're probably gonna lose these cards to a board wipe. At least we got rid of Ashiok. And some change. And we will draw 3 cards off this unless it's... Opponent could have settled the wreckage. Oh, okay. Thank you. Maybe if you had the board wipe, you wanted to use that first. Kaya's Wrath. There you go. Gives us 3 cards. And... Okay, definitely want the land. Another Coxa's nice. So is the Fabled Passage. Thought Erasure. He'll probably take out the... Oh, that's interesting. What does he take for this? He could take the... He probably takes the other Crocsub. Oh no, it goes for the Midnight Reaper, so I can stop drawing cards. I guess that's a plan. I'm about to nuke his last card though, so... So 1, 2, 3... Okay, we got good targets. Oh shoot, hold on. Hold on. View battlefield. Is it... Wait. Oh no. I missed the full control. I missed the trigger. See, that's what happens. I was about to do the sacrifice, but I missed it. Oh well. Opponent concedes anyway, so... Yeah, opponent sees that we're gonna be swinging for quite a bit. Okay, so we lucked out on that one, even though I missed the trigger. Okay, so a little bit of delays on the responding. Yeah, I have to be careful. So now that we know what our opponents got, I want Drill Bit and Angrat's Rampage. Murderous Rider stay. Torgar can go. Hidetsugu still surprise, so that stays for now. I need to cut 4 cards. Dreadhorde Butchers can go. Cut. Cut Midnight Reaper. Cut 1 Cauldron. No. Cut Fanatical Firebrand. Actually, just cut both Firebrands. Let's add another Murderous Rider. We don't have a way to make our opponent sack stuff, so if our opponent's playing off of Dream Trawler, we have a problem. We really need to... Yeah, we're really hinging on these 4 cards, these 7 discard cards and Croxa to get things done. Opponent definitely going to keep their Wrath effects, which is So we need, so the timing of what cards to put out. So this is definitely keepable. Dragon Skull Summit first. Okay, I take it back. Fable Passage first. So we definitely play Swamp because it for these two. Sure, we'll be missing a red source, but actually might not. Yeah, we'll let that resolve. You have to think this through. Okay, so if I go for red source, I can get the black-red. Agonizing, still get an Agonizing Remorse. Castle Lockwane comes into play tap, but it does give me excuse. You know what? Let's get. We don't have that many red sources. I'll go for it anyway. So, there you go. We drew into a red source. So, Agonizing Remorse. Definitely the Absorb, because I can take out Ashiok. Especially if I don't have to worry about my first turn place getting countered. There you go. So, Field of Ruin, Ghost Rider. If our opponent has a Rat effect, at least we can... At least we get one Scry off, which we kind of need. Also, yeah, we have Angrat's Rampage to answer the Ashiok. Opponent goes to Fairy.
Stand by and
Goes for the -1.
Don't make another move.
The ironic thing is we need to take out the Fairy first. Oh wait, why did I let the goat stay? Yeah, the thing is I don't... Yeah, if our opponent plays Nightmare Muse next, and I play Angrat's Rampage, we know which one he's sacking. It's the Fairy.
No, I am not making this up
as
I go.
Okay, so does he have...
Right on schedule.
We'll see what he has.
Hurry.
But I'm definitely going to snipe Big Teferi while he's still at... Oh, it's 5. No, I'll snipe Little Teferi. Hidetsugu Second Rite, so we might catch him off guard. So, first things first. Swing. Does he have... Oh, okay, takes that out.
As soon as I think of one.
Sacrifices a Planeswalker. Oh, that's one problem. Planeswalker down. And end the turn. We're really gonna have to do some aggressive scrying here. Just have to remember, our opponent is... We just need to deal 8 damage to our opponent, and we know our opponent has Absorb, so... Super fingers crossed here. Opponent will definitely play Ashiok. Definitely +1. So I'm actually not gonna sack these. Let's see, because if I played 1, 2, 3. Okay, pass. Nope, drew a land. So I could swing with these, but the Ghost Rider goes. Okay, fine. I can start sacking them now. Drill Bit's fine. Yeah, I just need to take something out of our opponent's hand. Oh no, we're gonna lose 2 cards. Okay. Lose an Oven, lose an Agonizing. Okay, that's... I probably should have sacked that for another Scry trigger. That was meaningless. Yeah, definitely getting rid of the absorb. So now we have to deal with maybe Teferi again. What is... I could just block one token with 1/1. If he's gonna Kaya's Wrath, he probably should have made the token after, so he's probably gonna play Teferi first. Yeah. He's gonna bounce Woe Strider.
I know my responsibility. Enough!
Okay, so... yeah, the 2 damage is not gonna matter too much. I need to scry up ahead. Okay, we got Murderous Rider. And an unknown card, which... shoot. We're gonna lose it.
Let's try this.
It is what it is. Oh, opponent didn't attack. Okay. So cast Woe Strider first. Let's see if he has a counter spell. The fact that he had to decide is a problem. Okay, stop at the opponent's up. Oh wait, can't do it in an upkeep. I have to do it now. He has a regular Teferi. Whoops, I almost forgot about that. Now it's gonna get countered. Oh, it's just an opt. Does it get countered? Okay, thank goodness the answer is no. So how many? Yeah, we got rid of 2 absorbs. And the turn. Yeah, we're probably not going to be casting Second Rite at this point.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Opponent? Taking their time, not attacking our block. I guess he's not attacking just to keep the... I can only deal 2 damage with this though. Can I play the Murderous Rider first? So sack. No, that's not worth it. So I'm gonna actually pass here. Tap the mana wrong. Well, the mana was tapped wrong if I was gonna draw another card. Also, it's only a maritime before our opponent goes for the Wrath. So, actually, here's a question. How many... Okay, we know our opponent's about the Wrath. He will gain 2 life out of this. How many sack triggers can we place? So let's say place... No, I can play enough sack triggers, but he will still gain life afterwards. Does he have a counter spell? Okay, if he has a counter spell, that... Yeah, he had an absorb. Oh well. Probably should cast Drill Bit first. That was a mistake. Let's see, does he have the last absorb? Kaya's Wrath. Blast Zone is actually good. And I can actually but okay, we need to take out Vanishing Light. Well, technically I should have taken out Kaya's Wrath because I could. Because if I Woe Strider, well, Woe Strider. No, I play Blast Zone. Let's just tick this up. Is our opponent going to just...
Here we go.
So we definitely Blast Zone. Oh, opponent's got something. Thought erasure. That's fine. So we're one right down. We still got a second one. So we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, now I think of it, I should have gone drill bit first.
I'll protect you.
I was thinking of saving money using spectacle, but that was a mistake. Actually, I'm gonna sack a land just to reshuffle our. Let's see. I'm gonna sack a land just to reshuffle our murderous riders, and get some lands off the thing. Okay, agonizing remorse is a plan. So let's agonizing remorse first. Does our opponent have a counter for this? Nope. So take Kaya's Wrath. Blast Zone. Before our opponent starts drawing cards with it. So our opponent has an unknown card in the land, so we can play with that. Let's play Fanatical Firebrand first. Play Woolstrider. Land. Drill bit, Second Rite. Opponent might have drawn into a Rat effect, but let's see if we can pummel our opponent down. Problem is, we really need to start drawing into other stuff. Opponent gets another Teferi. I guess he bounces this one
This isn't a fight you can win.
because which is fine.
Well, that didn't pan out.
So let's sack the goat. Okay, bin that swamp to the bottom. Does he have a Thought Erasure? Because either case I'm sniping Teferi. It's one thing if our opponent's attack. Oh, has cast downs. So not sniping Teferi. Unless, how many do we have any more? Counter spell? Okay, at least this lets us draw cards. Okay, pass.
I've got it.
Wow, it's been we've been half an hour in, and this is just one game. Please don't tell me you're gonna do a part 3. It's gonna be quite miserable. So, I really feel bad for sacking the goat. I sacked the goat a bit way too much. Cauldron Familiar, sure. Okay, let's assume that's settled the wreckage. So let's cast. Yeah, it's Mastermind's Acquisition. Search your library. I think now he searches for Settle the Wreckage. Sure, let him. At least he's down to 0 cards that way. He might also just play a Rat effect, which is fine too. Let's just draw cards that we need. So we have to. Okay, let's see. Oh no, he let it pass. So yeah, we'll end the turn there. What did our if it was a Rat effect, he could have played. He had them Teferi's ability up, so he probably drew something else. Elspeth Conquers Death. Targeting the Woolstrider. Oh no, okay. But now we have a problem. We have to worry about Planeswalker coming back. Definitely don't want that. I guess I can draw into a second card. Because at this point, if we're gonna lose, it's gonna be very painful. Okay, another land. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Maybe a bit inefficient. But hey, our opponent's down to 1 card anyway. So we'll play Mayhem Devil first. Let's see. Force our opponent to... Okay, opponent's... Is that a counterspell? Cast down. Sack. Get a trigger. Get another Woe Strider off the top. Opponent loses 3 life. So thankfully, plays Kaya's Wrath. Let's sack this one for no good reason. So we play Woe Strider again. And we play Croxa. So what we lose? Midnight Reaper, Fanatic, Agonizing Feed, Fabled Passage, Angrat's Rampage. So we got our opponent down to 9. What can our opponent get? So he has choices between Teferi, Ashiok, and Teferi. He's choosing Big Teferi. If he go...
Stand by and watch.
Okay, he's desperate for cards.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
It's a Banishing Light. Let that resolve. He has to go for Croxa, which we can conveniently sacrifice with Woe Strider. Can we put that in the bottom? Opponent plays Kaya's Wrath, so get another trigger. Put that in the bottom. We're putting a bunch of stuff in the bottom, so we have to be very careful. Opponent untaps, but uses up everything. Okay. Definitely keeping that on top. Definitely replaying Croxa again. So, Drill Bit, Familiar, Agonizing, Devil. I could cut one Woe Strider also. We have... So, opponent goes down to 6. He is forced to... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I can't cast it, so... He's forced to use the -3. Oh, no, he's still drawing.
Keep up the pace.
Okay, so let's see what's up. Opponent untaps nothing. Do I just draw a card now? No, opponent concedes. And wow, we're close to half an hour, but yeah, we managed to outlast our opponent, so escape mechanic, very, very good. Oh man. So that's our 3rd win. So we've already made more than even now. So let's see if we can keep going. Again, take note, this is part 2. Still only gotten 1 opponent when Hidetsugu, but But if you want to get... But it's pretty much our opponent's... Yeah, it's the one opponent that seems like the most unlikely to get hit by Hidetsugu's Second Rite. Okay, so we got... I'm gonna go Temple of Malice turn 1. We only have one temple. It's a bit of a shortcoming here, but then again, at least we're not tapping all that often. Opponent does mulligan, so I will go temple first because we do want that red. Okay, let's go for the Cauldron Familiars. Although it's horrible if I have to blast zone at 1. Let's see, does our opponent have Thought Erasure? Now let's see what he takes. It'll be interesting. It takes a Mayhem Devil. That makes sense, because that's one of the triggers. So I'm definitely going Fanatical Firebrand. Cauldron Familiar. Get a little aggro on. Let's see if our opponent has Cry of the Carnarium. We'll be... At least we learn more about our opponent's deck through this. I'm surprised our opponent led on this one. Most likely he drew this one, because normally you would lead on this one, play this, then play this one. And our opponent is not doing anything right now. I have no idea what's up. Yeah, Fanatical Firebrand's really a concession for the Mayhem Devil. It's also a concession for all the X1s that I seem to be dealing with. Well, not Scorch Bitter here, but... Okay, Search for Ascanta. Opponent's gonna be taking their time. So definitely playing Mayhem Devil. But only swinging with Cauldron Familiar. Because I'm guessing our opponent has Shatter the Sky. Also note, Blast Zone is... Okay, opponent is stuck on lands. Oath of Kaya. We'll snipe the Mayhem Devil. So we'll get our Fanatical Firebrand triggers in response. Probably better just keeping that alive, but... Our opponent's about to rat soon, so... Okay, got the oven combo up now. I could play the second. Okay, let's really hope our opponent... Actually, that's one thing I should remember. Opponent possibly could have Cry of the Carnarium sideboard. Opponent's ditching Teferis like there's no tomorrow. Well, there's your Teferi. What does he bounce? He probably bounces Oath of Kaya.
I won't let you win. Might be a bad idea.
Yeah, now I get to snipe the... Well, he might have removal for this. We'll see. Nope, does not. Let's play the Blast Zone since he's seen it already. Let's play the Witch's Oven. Snipe Teferi. Okay, sure. He gains life. That's fine. As long as Teferi's off the board. Then, opponent has about 4 cards here. I need to consider putting X equals 2 to snipe Search for Ascanta. This is one of the ways our opponent can retake advantage. Opponent plays Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent type.
I'm gonna be forced to overcommit by playing another Cauldron Familiar. So we'll sack this. Okay, just replay that back now. Because our opponent might have removal for this. Well, if it's Legion's End, well, it's already end of turn, so Legion's End's not a problem. Still drawing too many lands, so we're probably gonna lose in this case. Yes, play another swamp. Let's nuke the search for Astanta. Here's the thing, if I keep it, well, I definitely don't want Teferi to ultimate, so it doesn't really matter how much life our opponent gains.
Time for plan B.
But we've seen enough Teferis that I definitely want Murderous Riders and Angrat's Rampage in.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, I guess this is... Yeah, he has the Search for Ascanta, has the Toddler, has the Dream Trawler. So definitely want Angrat's Rampage. That's all. That's one of our only outs. Also want the drill bits and whatnot. It might be safe to say that now's a good time to concede. I've seen enough. I know I'm not going to be able to outrace this one. I will not be able to deal with Teferi at this point. Yeah, that's a good game. So let's go to game 2. We now know what to bring in. Whew, this might take a while. Also, I've been playing for quite some time, so that explains all the slowdown here. But so let's see: Rampage, Murderous Rider, Drill Bit. Eat to Extinction, no, that target. So let's cut the Torgar. Opponent hasn't seen Second Rite yet, but I don't have any really good cuts. I'm gonna have to cut that. Actually, we get to start. Okay, let's cut the Dreadhorde Butchers. Cut the Midnight Reaper. Need to cut 3 more. Actually, no. Let's see. Cut the Fanatical Firebrands. Let's keep the Midnight Reaper. Let's keep the Midnight Reaper. Opponent's definitely putting... Now, I don't mind casting Drill Bit turn 3. Is there any other well, Divest hits there's Divest and there's Duress. And unfortunately, I have to keep this. I don't mind. If it's Agonizing Remorse, Agonizing Remorse... It won't last us the long haul, but it gets us something. It's all a bit familiar to me. So let's see. First, anything that attacks our hand, so Taunt Erasure. Then, second Agonizing Remorse goes to Dream Trawler. Okay, let's keep the Midnight Reaper on top. Agonizing Remorse, let's get rid of that win condition. And our opponent's going to draw a lot of cards off the Narsets, though. We have no out to that. I did get to play Woes. I'll play with Midnight Reaper. Actually, no, I can play Woes Rider. It depends what our opponent gets. Taunt Erasure. We're playing Midnight Reaper first. Oath of Kai would be annoying, but at least we skip one Woes. We will get one Woes Strider and the Cauldron Familiar out if we do that. Opponent's trying to take out Midnight Reaper, so there's a Cry of the Carnarium that will take out Midnight Reaper. Place the Fairy instead. Yeah, problems a lot for cards are X2s. Bounces Midnight Reaper. Yeah, you put Crying from the sideboard. That's a non-surprise. I'm gonna pass. Let our opponent play the Taunt Erasure. Because our next play is just simply nuke these two. Not so great because our opponent gets to play Narset again, but the time our opponent spends playing Narset gives us some extra time. Okay, opponent takes our card draw engine. That was kind of expected. Opponent dunks a Teferi.
that time.
Play another Narset. Oh, opponent's getting greedy. Plays an. Well, he does have a third Narset, so it's not quite greedy. It's might as well. If anything, it signals the lack of anything else. But still, opponent digging. Yeah, digs for big Teferi. Play the Cauldron Familiar. Play Fabled Passage. We want to hit... Yeah, might as well hit it. We didn't exactly scry anything. Opponent used their Thought Erasure already, so we definitely want their second red source. Field of Ruin doesn't quite help. It loads the graveyard, I guess. Opponent plays Big Teferi.
I know. No time for a break.
So the problem with Cry Carnarium, I can't just sack stuff because any creature that entered the battlefield that turn gets sacked too. So I'm gonna just play the Woe Strider. Ping Teferi for 1. Let's...
Do you want me to phase you out of time?
Let's get that Cry of the Carnarium out of the field. We won't save Cauldron Familiar, but we might get a few scry triggers along the way.
Let's skip to the good part.
Need to hit our sideboard. Well, we hit one drill bit. Did we hit the drill bit? No, we didn't hit any of our sideboard cards yet. It's like 10 sideboard cards. And he plays Oath of Kaya. So he's gonna ping that. Witch's Oven's good. We'll keep that on top. You have to let that resolve because I only got the oven now. Again, oven doesn't do anything against this.
Mind and body should adjust the trick.
If any... Opponent has Leyline of the Void. Okay. Opponent has a very comprehensive sideboard package. So I'm probably just gonna ping Narset. Because that's the third Narset anyway.
So much commotion.
So at least I can sack Woe Strider again. I can sack everything if our opponent cries in response.
Keep up the pace.
Problem is, as soon as this Leyline hits the battlefield, okay, so he's gonna do both. So frankly, I need to do this now. Woe Strider on top, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna lose them all anyway, so... Yeah, Cry's enough to make me... So I'm gonna force him to use it now. There we go. So let's get ourselves a food token. I probably should have sacked this first, but never mind that. So we'll lose a few cards off the graveyard. I don't lose this. I will lose every card in the future unless I can somehow get rid of this, but... I'm running Angrat's Rampage, not Farika's Libation, so that's a problem. Got ourselves yet another Woe Strider. But we're definitely not going to win this. Our opponent's going to keep ticking this up. We will... He's got a full grip. I actually should just concede at this point. See if we can get another game, maybe lose quickly enough so that we only have 2 parts. Or maybe win quickly enough so that we can get a 3rd part in. We'll see. Time Raveler. So here's the thing. Anything I sack now will never hit the graveyard because of this. We just got lucky that this did not hit to begin with. So let's get this one off. Yeah, got a drill bit, that's fine. Let's see the rest of our opponent's hand though. We're not gonna get much. Okay. Opponent sacks Narset. It's a counter
Oh,
spell.
no prowess.
Might as well just concede. It's a Kaya's Wrath. Okay. Well, oh, drew all 4 Nar sets. Oh, sure, why not?
I train every day.
And opponent does get a counter spell. No, another Teferi. As if one Teferi. Commanded Red Horde would be interesting as a sideboard. It's just that I don't think we're fast enough. Anyway, just casting this. We'll say good game. Yeah, lots of rats, lots of fun. Yeah, no counter spells, but I don't. At that point, I'm not gonna get. So there you go. That's good. That's good game. That's the one. That's one game we're not getting through. Well, all in all, 3 wins, 1 loss. So far so good. Let's see how the next one goes. At least. Are there any other alternatives to our light for drawing cards? Light up? No, light stage is too slow. Drill bit. If it works, it works. But there's Thought Distortion, but that's at 6 mana. Sure, that would have definitely wiped out our opponent's hand in that case. But most of the time, that's more of something I would do for an Orzhov Doom Foretold deck. Okay, so definitely keeping this. So we get to. We'll take 2 damage at most. Because I definitely want to run Agonize. Okay, maybe not. Opponent. So definitely Agonizing Remorse. We have a second one anyway, so if our opponent counters this, let's just shoot. Okay, this is mono blue. Look out this personal Wizard's Retort. Let's take his payoff. Yeah, because there's no way I'm leaving. Okay, so Blast Zone. So we know he gets to counter a bunch of stuff. Which is actually fine for us. Now let's see if our opponent drew into Brazen Borrower. Okay, tries to get a creature out as soon as possible. So all our stuff are creatures. We want our opponent to spend. So we're taking the Essence Capture. So guys, there's a Castle Lockwing. Actually, no. Okay. We'll play Castle Lockwing first. We might have to take extra damage this way. Let's force our opponent to use 1 regular counter spell. So we know he's down to. Okay, he's down to 1 counter spell. So we'll definitely start playing Midnight Reap. If for some so we want the Mayhem Devil to resolve, so we need to play Midnight Reapers. Opponents. Oh, he has a full kit at this point. I do have a second Mayhem Devil. Let's enter tapped. Midnight Reaper. Let's. Opponent's not gonna counter this. Might have a bounce effect. Right. Spectral Sailor, so he gets to buff it. As a counter, it doesn't still cost 3 mana. So I will just attack and force a trade. We got most trade. Okay, we know this gets countered, so hold on. This is 2, this is 3. I need to take this out. I go to 4. But then I still have to take this out. So my plan here is just to crack Blast Zone. Thankfully, our opponent doesn't have Curious Obsession quite yet, but... Opponent plays Siren Storm Tamer. Okay, let that resolve. No, cancel that. Yeah, unfortunately it's too late. Wait, not quite. Yeah, let's just dome those two. Problem is I go down to 1, so I can't just play Murderous Rider. Yeah, that's too. Yeah, that's good game. We need to start hit. So our opponent is playing very counter heavy. Surprised there's no quench, but between the the lookout is kind of like a much better quench if you do have the cutthroat out. So definitely want the drill bits in. Definitely want the Dreadhorde Butchers. We want everything that's cheap. So Legion's End comes in. Drill bits come in. This package comes out. Murderous Rider may... Okay. Midnight Reapers, 2 of them come out. 1 Ghost Rider comes out. So definitely playing first. Yuck. This is not great. We have to mulligan this. This is... Well, we got Fanatical Firebrand, but it's kind of worse. We're binning the Ghost Rider. Should I have kept the previous hand? I'm starting to think I should have. Spell Pierce. Yeah, sure, let's get that out of the way. Yeah, missing red mana. And black mana. That's... Opponent's... Okay, there's our black mana. It's gonna be tapped, though. So I'm gonna pass the turn. Opponent doesn't play into it. I'm probably just gonna cast Drill Bit for normal. Let's force the counter spells off our opponent's hand right now. Just look out dispersal, sure. That lets us get a free hit in. Really need more. Really need a second black mana source. Croxa. You don't get the Drill Bit again. Yeah, mana woos. Yeah, let's force them counters out. Let's up dispersal again. Our opponent could block this with a Siren Storm Tamer. Nope, okay. No, Spectral Sailor. Opponent hits 5 mana. Probably should have played Oven first, but I'm very sure there's a counter spell. Oh, Merfolk Trickster. I'll let him tap it. Then plays a counter spell? Essence Capture. Okay, that's it. That's a thing. But he's down to 2 cards, and I'm safe to play this. Well, okay. Dodge that one. Also, I can just set Blast Zone to 2, so it doesn't matter how many counters there are. Take the hit. Okay, finally drew another land. We are a few cards shy. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this one because I only need 2 mana to set a counter on it. Okay, opponent lets that through. Oops, sorry. So stop after this turn, end the turn, pass. Opponent scries, okay, that's fine. So opponent's starting to dig for cards. We might get 1 win out of this, all things considered. Opponent's still semi-flooded. Opponent's not gonna attack. Okay, gonna okay, let's just do this back. He probably has some removal. There is a part. No, it only works for tokens, so it wouldn't affect us here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to actually trigger it. Oh well. Let's eat more counter spells. Spectral Sailor. Okay, he's out of counter spells. Draws a card. You might want to draw the card. You might want to draw the card after. Because now I get to see both cards, and if it was Merfolk Trickster, you could still play it anyway. So Brazen Borrower is up there, so we have to be careful of that. Surprisingly, he's not going to block it. Does he bounce? Bounces the oven. I could just make x equals 3, so... Okay. Probably gonna... Okay, take the hit. My turn pass. Let's assume our opponent does have a counter spell, so plays that counter spell, draws a card, trying to draw into a counter spell, misses the counter spell. Okay, gonna pass. Opponent draws a card again. I guess I should snipe this now. No, cancel. Because having this much mana scares me, even if because if he's playing all counters, it's not so bad. Sack Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, so we're just... Besides, it's gonna take almost forever, but I'm basically all that's happening is my life is not really gaining because Spectral Sailor keeps attacking, but he keeps losing life. So that's kind of important enough. Okay. I want to play Croxa, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna get caught. Okay, let's see if that gets countered. Oh, it doesn't get countered. Merfolk Trickster. Oh, just drawing cards opt. Basically, if we... opponent's not in such a good... Spectral Sailor again. He might trigger. And undo, sorry. No, that skip the damage freeze. Really need another black source if we want to start activating Castle Lockmain. This eats a counter, which is fine because it means, well, actually Crocs is live already, but yeah, opponent's playing with something nice. Plays a Siren Storm Tamer. It's down to 2. Well, virtually has more cards. I probably should have sniped the Spectral Sailor first because that was his only draw engine. Or I could just crack the Blast Zone and wipe everything out. Yeah, I remember I took out the Hidetsugu's package, so cancel that. Another land, but it's a mountain. Opponent's gonna try to draw cards. Oh, it just blocks. Actually, you know what? Sure. Yeah, let's draw cards. I might have to sack this. If I don't draw an actual creature, I might have to sack the Firebrand to. I could just sack it to the oven because I'm about to crack this anyway. So that might not be such a bad idea. This makes you want to play Storm Tamer again. Okay, sure. So I'm only. So we lose the oven, which is really sad, and we're very reliant on Crocs at this point. Opponent's gonna start draw. If our opponent tries to draw into multiple cards, okay, no, he's holding up. He's got a counter spell. Really want to hit that black mana. No, we hit Crocs instead. Start. Oh, it landed. Oh, okay. That's telling a story and a half there. He might still have a He might still have a creature though. That was kind of careless. Our opponent probably plays this now. Makes sense because it's kind of safe to race. Brazen Power bounces that. Okay, sure. So he's okay. 2 cards. Both of them could be counters. Curious Obsession starts drawing into cards. Nothing. Okay, got ourselves another Castle Lockmain. Blast Zone, Witch's Oven, Drill Bit, Legion's End, Drill Bit. That's 3 out of 4 ovens. Let's see, does he have the counter spell? No. Might have bounce. Oh, and I can replay this. Might have a counter for that, but at least it gets rid of the last card. So I might bounce. But here's the thing: unless our Our opponent is now priced into, well, he will draw 2 cards. So draw 1 card regularly and 1 card off Brazen Borrower. So there will be some discard stuff. Was that 7? There, 2 cards. Okay, now it's not time to be drawing lands. Let's force our opponent to play counters on these. Merfolk Trickster. He does have another card he can sure, but you do have another card to discard, right? Because once you discard that, if it doesn't kill you, this one will. Because okay, yep. Didn't kill him. This will get sacrificed. And... yep. Opponent made... yeah, you should have kept this up. You did not... I think our opponent was afraid that would attack in, but... there was no way I was gonna win that race. Maybe if I drew an oven, but that I went through like 3 out of 4 ovens already. So our opponent's gonna go first this time. Yeah, game's slowed down quite a bit. I'm definitely taking a break after. But otherwise, this seems to be okay. Yeah. Maybe 1 more Nightmare Reaper. Less the Murderous Rider. Okay, that seems a bit counterintuitive, but... pretty much hoping... oh well. Okay, this is worse, but... yeah, I need these. This one's okay, but the opponent has bounce. Definitely need these 2, so let's see. Mayhem Devil. Yeah, can't counter this. Can opt at least. Or Spectral Sailor. Fine. So we're gonna be taking 2 damage. Or I can just play Oven first. Let's force the counter spell out. He definitely has counter spell for this. Or a bounce effect. Oh, going for the bounce. Okay. That's not too bad. Opponent's board presence, however, is going to be a problem. Okay, Fabled Passage. Let's play Cauldron Familiar. Counterspell. Essence Scatter. So now we have a faster clock. At least that one gets slipped by. I guess we'll sack this to get a Swamp. Mountain Swamp. I don't really have double black anymore, so let's just get him out. So we're gonna be taking some hits from here. It's a question of if we can run our opponent out. Sirens to Storm Tamer. Might have a bounce again, but at this point, I probably wouldn't make it if that was the case. One is not to 2 cards at least, so I have that option. Let's see if our opponent counters this. Wizard's Retort, that's perfect. So that means he can't counter this. He probably should block that. So, one free damage there. So, need 2 more cards in graveyard. Well, technically, yeah, need 2 more cards. Opponent is down to 1 card though, so... Well, he can still draw cards, so... Let's see if we can get back this. Okay. Here we are, we doing the shuffle again. So we got 4 mana. Yeah, still 4 cards. Agonizing Remorse. Yes, please. Here, Grindborn Cutthroat, so... Okay, got that out of the way. I'm just gonna take the Essence Capture. Well, he also has the mana to play this, so now this is on chump block duty. At least I didn't try to attack into it. So now I have to defend on these fronts. So taking 5, well, technically taking 4, opponent takes 1. Opponent plays a land, so he has 1 card virtual. Legion's End. Okay. I'm gonna Legion's End the Spectral Sailor, because our opponent gets to draw cards off it. And we'll get to see what the last card is. It's... Nope. Merfolk Trickster. So we will be taking 6. If our opponent plays it now, we take 7. No, we take 9 damage, so we really have to play Ghost Rider next turn. At least we stopped the card draw, but I'm starting to think if that was the correct play. Back to 5. I will have to... Okay, thank goodness, got another cat. Please don't tell me it's counter. Ah, should have played this first. But yeah, that's game, because I can block these 2. Oh wait, no, not so great. I can block these 2, regain 1 life. I think it's very thin. So down to 3. Fanatical Firebrand's now out of reach of this one. Let's see if our opponent does have... Does our opponent have the counter spell? Survey says no. Unfortunately, it's still good game because he just attacks with this. I can't block on me. Yeah, and I've been missing mana, so I couldn't just sack excess stuff and whatnot. Oh well, yeah, that Merfolk Trickster came at a very good time. It blew out a huge chunk of our life total. And there you go. We won Oh, we won one game. We lost. We lost two already. Yeah. That's why it took a while. But there you go. So all in all, well, maybe not so great, but I can't say it's too bad. Hey, another Rekindling Phoenix. Okay, Shay. Enter the unknown. So what's our verdict on Hidetsugu's Second Rite? It's cute. I probably will play it in I'd probably play it here. Historic rank, just best of one, catch some people by surprise and not have to worry about sideboarding ever again. Yeah, but that's probably the best place for it. I probably wouldn't risk it in traditional historic. There's a regular historic event that might be worth a shot. Also, you will not face off against Nexus of Fate, so that's probably an additional advantage. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And yeah, thank you for joining us in this weird journey, so to speak. Yeah, Ikoria is coming up soon. Workshop's up now. Probably do this the next day. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe.